Imagine this, my friend. Savage monsters take over Earth, killing nearly all humans except those living high in the mountains, where the creatures mysteriously can't reach. In one mountain city, a father risks everything, descending into the monster-infested lands to find a cure for his son. Will he succeed? Let's find out. The movie begins by revealing that the world has ended due to strange creatures called harvesters. These monsters, believed to have lived underground for thousands of years, suddenly emerged, killing any human in sight. Oddly enough, they only target humans, leaving animals untouched. Within 3 years, the harvesters managed to wipe out 95% of humanity worldwide. The remaining humans found refuge in mountain regions above 8,000 feet, as the creatures couldn't reach such heights for reasons still unknown. After this setup, the story jumps to 3 years into the harvester apocalypse. We meet Hunter, a young boy living in one of these high-altitude safe zones. Despite warnings, Hunter crosses the safety line, venturing into dangerous territory just to see a reserve where other children play. Unfortunately, his area lacks any other kids, leaving him feeling lonely. While exploring, Hunter encounters one of the harvesters. Panicked, he runs back to safety, managing to escape just in time. He returns to the sanctuary, where his father, Will, scolds him for his recklessness. Will reminds Hunter of his breathing issues, which require him to use an oxygen device. He warns that a sudden attack could trigger a fatal asthma attack, leaving him helpless against the monsters. Burl tells Hunter apologizes, promising not to repeat the mistake, and the tense moment passes. Later, Will visits a friend from the sanctuary named Katie. During their conversation, it's revealed that Will's wife, Tara, had died during a mission outside the safe zone. Hunter had actually ventured to the location where his mother died, not just to see another reserve, as everyone believed. That evening, Will holds a small birthday celebration for Hunter and informs him that he needs to leave the sanctuary to retrieve a new breathing device, as Hunter's current one is close to breaking beyond repair. Hunter pleads with his father not to go, fearing for his safety, but Will insists. His son's life depends on it. The next day, Will approaches Nina, a scientist known for her extensive research on the harvesters. She's even rumored to be the only person who has ever managed to kill one of these creatures. Nina had been part of the mission where Tara lost her life, and Will has always harbored resentment toward her, blaming her for his wife's death. Despite their strained history, Will asks Nina to accompany him on a dangerous mission to a hospital in the city to retrieve the oxygen device Hunter desperately needs. The next day, Will prepares by gathering weapons for the mission. Katie, his friend, approaches him and insists on joining, despite Will's reluctance to expose her to danger. After her insistence, he reluctantly agrees. Will then bids an emotional farewell to Hunter before heading out with Nina and Katie. While traveling, they discuss the technology they use to track the harvesters. The creatures generate massive magnetic fields, far stronger than any other living organism, making them detectable with a specialized compass. Their journey leads them to an area just below the safe zone. As they venture deeper, they spot a harvester approaching. Katie steps forward, firing a grenade launcher in an attempt to kill it, while Will struggles to activate an old cable car system nearby. After considerable effort, he manages to power it up, and he and Nina climb aboard. Meanwhile, Katie engages the creature, eventually leaping onto the moving cable car at the last second and clinging to Will's hand as the harvester narrowly misses her. Safely aboard, they escape the danger and leave the area. Later, they find shelter in a safe house to rest. The following morning, the group resumes their journey, this time heading to an abandoned underground mine. Will, who once worked there before the fall of civilization, knows the layout well. He warns the group that while most of the mine is above the safety threshold, one section dips below it, making it a potential harvester hotspot. Despite their apprehension, they trust Will's guidance and press forward into the mine, prepared for whatever may come. The trio continues their journey through the mine until they reach a blocked doorway. Will attempts to open it, but his efforts fail. Left with no other options, they decide to descend deeper into the mine, even though the area is below the safety threshold and highly dangerous. As they navigate the treacherous path, a harvester appears. Acting quickly, they hide and hold their breath since the creatures locate prey through the sound of breathing. The harvester's tendrils search the area, but unable to detect them, it eventually moves away. Relieved, they press on cautiously. However, the harvester returns, this time attacking Katie. Despite her bravery, the creature kills her and drags her away, leaving Will and Nina devastated. Overwhelmed with grief, but determined to complete their mission, they escape the mine and find shelter for the night. While resting, Will seizes the moment to question Nina about the mission she and his late wife Tara were on when Tara died. Reluctantly, Nina explains that the project aimed to develop special bullets coated with a substance that could ignite upon impact. The idea was to burn the creatures from the inside out. However, the project remained unproven. Frustrated, Will dismisses the idea as pointless, blaming the failed experiment for Tara's death. The conversation grows tense, and they decide to drop the topic. The next day, Will and Nina arrive at the hospital and begin searching for the breathing apparatus for Hunter. Just as they near their objective, a harvester suddenly appears and attacks them. The creature uses its tendrils to corner Will and nearly kills him, but Nina manages to set it ablaze, causing it to fall out of the hospital and die. After failing to find the breathing device for Hunter at the first hospital, Will and Nina head to another location. They take a car and drive to a second hospital. There they finally discover the device, filling Will with immense relief. As Will prepares to leave, Nina tells him to take the device and return to the mountain to save Hunter. She, however, plans to stay behind to complete her work on the special bullets that could defeat the harvesters. Will urges her to abandon the plan, insisting it won't work. Nina, resolute, explains that Tara once believed in her and that she's determined not to let anyone down again. She convinces Will to leave for Hunter's sake, promising to join him once her mission is complete. With a heavy heart, Will bids Nina farewell and departs. Nina stays behind, tirelessly working to perfect the bullets. Meanwhile, Will heads toward the mountain to reunite with Hunter. As he nears the safe zone, a swarm of harvesters suddenly ambushes him. Just as all hope seems lost, Nina arrives, armed with the completed bullets. She shoots one of the harvesters, and it not only dies, but explodes. She continues to take down the creatures one by one, saving Will. Stunned but overjoyed, Will watches Nina's success. Together they examine the remains of the harvesters and discover something shocking. The creatures aren't organic, but mechanical, designed by someone with a sinister agenda to destroy humanity. However, the identity of their creator remains a mystery. Will and Nina return to the mountain sanctuary and rally other nearby survivors. United, they vow to use Nina's bullets to eliminate the harvesters once and for all. In the final scene, Will leads a group of fighters on a mission to reclaim Earth, signaling the start of humanity's fight for survival. And with that, the movie concludes. Hope you enjoyed the recap. See you next time.